Today, I'm going to show you one of the best kept secrets inside of Claude Cowork that nobody's taken advantage of. You can actually have Claude Cowork take over your browser and your computer to complete tasks. That's right. Imagine all of a sudden that you want to do something online, a form you have to fill out, or better yet, completing a task in an app that you're commonly using every day, but you just can't connect it to that particular app. Well, Claude Cowork allows you to do browser and computer control where it takes over your computer and actually does the task for you. In today's example, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So stay tuned and build along with us. So there's a really cool feature inside of Claude Cowork that actually takes over your browser and also takes over your computer. Now, I don't know if you used it or not, but I know I've been using it pretty regularly and it's pretty darn cool. So today what I'm going to show you is we're going to connect an MCP like GoHighLevel, and GoHighLevel has a pretty powerful MCP. An MCP, again, is just a connector, because I don't know if you know what a connector is, but a connector allows you to basically connect to the application, and Claude Cowork will actually do things inside that connection. However, those MCPs are sometimes limited and they only allow you to do certain things, which leaves a pretty significant gap to do other things, especially for more complex things. So for instance, when we connected the GoHighLevel MCP, even though it has over 60 different things you can do, I still can't build websites, or I can't build funnels, or I can't build workflows or automations. Well, today I'm going to show you a secret hack where I'm going to show you how to build a skill that allows you to do these extra things inside of GoHighLevel or whatever other app you want to do. Let's just jump right in. Inside of your Claude Cowork, and inside Claude Cowork, I'm just going to make sure I'm in Cowork. I'm going to select my project folder, which I always work out of Claude Cowork. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to the GoHighLevel MCP. Now, if you remember, I've done this in a previous video. So if you haven't watched that video, please click up here and you'll be able to get to that video. But in the meantime, what I want to do is I want to be able to build funnels and to build automations inside of GoHighLevel, but the MCP doesn't necessarily have that skill yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a skill first, which is basically going to instruct Claude Cowork how to work inside of GoHighLevel, the funnel builder, and also the automations builder. So here is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to dictate this. I need you to create a skill that enables you to take over my browser and my computer to basically build funnels and websites and also automations inside of GoHighLevel. Now, inside of this, there's a couple things that I want to make sure you know. I know for a fact, with working with the tool every day, that you want to use the AI funnel builder, which is located in the left-hand side menu under sites. The other thing, when it comes to automations are a little bit trickier. There is an AI builder for automations, but the automations and the AI builder can handle complex automations. But before you do any of that, I want you to build a skill that is not only going to give you all the things you need to know about building these things out, but I also want to make sure that you have a QA kind of part of your skill where you're checking everything that's being built. So it actually went ahead and saved the skill. As you can see, it's got everything written down right in here. Now it's made for me. What I'll do is I'll actually make one of these that is generic that I can give to all of you guys. So then you'll have the skill readily available, at least if you use GHL, which some of you might do. This might work out very well for you. All right. So now that we've created the skill, now it's the important part of Cowork is that I want to go ahead and try it out. Now, here's that kind of caveat that you have to understand when you're using Cowork. If I'm going to give a browser access control, I have to log in to the actual browser and then go into the account that I want to work in. Again, this is just because of the limitation on the MCP and the connection, but believe me, it's well worthwhile for you to do that. If you were using another app that's on the web and it would have the same kind of issue where you would want to log into the app so then the browser and the computer can take over to do whatever the individual task is. Now, before we even get there, the other thing that I want to make sure you know is that depending on where things are located inside the actual app, you might have to direct it. Left-hand side menu, top side menu, blue button on the right-hand side, just in case it doesn't find anything. Because again, it's going to use screenshots in order to perform the work. So that's what we're going to do this time around. I've actually done that in the prompt already, so we won't have to do that. But just for your sake, you're going to be able to do this when you go through. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, I want to just create a sample of a home services website for a company that we're going to make believe of. So basically it's going to be called Nuno's Home Services, and I want you to build it all out. We're going to do a funnel, and then we're going to do basically an automation for a form that's going to be when somebody fills out a form, the automation is then going to send them an email, give them a tag, and alert me that I have a lead. And then I'm going to add one more thing that's please go ahead and open up the browser so then I can give you control of the account I want you to work in. All right. So So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to give it a second for this to pull up. So just kind of fast forwarding a little bit, it said it's going to do a funnel. It's going to do the automation. It says it asked me to confirm the plan. Once I read it, I go ahead and I said I have confirmed the account. Go ahead and begin. And I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. And what's really cool about this is you're going to start seeing it in here. The orange little highlighted arrow will start moving around. We're going to give it a few minutes to let this thing start thinking and start taking the screenshots, doing whatever it needs to get done. But then I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to show you guys what it's actually doing while it's working. And as you can see now, it came in here and wrote the actual exactly what I needed, build a high converting lead generation page. So literally it went into the build area. It came in here and actually wrote the prompt. And if you go down, look at all the things that it's already doing with the AI funnel builder inside of HighLevel, which is like honestly the perfect combo. Think about what's happening right now. We have literally AI directing AI, which is pretty darn cool. Now it's going to take a minute to build this out, and then we're going to watch it do different things inside of Cowork. Because if you now come in here, see, it's waiting, it's capturing, it's doing everything else, and then it's literally writing in everything that we needed to write in order for it to actually build out the funnel and so forth and so on. So how cool is this though? If you really ever thought about like what can't Claude Cowork do, you're going to find in those gaps pretty regularly if you then just figure it out, whatever the gaps are, and then start filling it out with browser control and allowing it to do this. All right, as you can see, it completed the page, and what's happening is now it's capturing the image and screenshotting it so then it can go back and actually see the work that it's completed to either judge it, QA it, whatever it needs to be. Then it's going to start the process of adding the form. See, now it's going in here and it's correcting the URL and the path, and it's also looking for other things it needs to do for the site. Again, just to show you how cool this is, that it goes in here, see, and it's actually doing a little bit of SEO and AEO where it's writing the Denver HVAC, plumbing, home and repair, because this one is located in Denver. See, and now it's testing the form to ensure that the form is getting a submission, and it's going to realize that this is a make-believe form. It's coded in versus actually being a real form. So what it'll actually do is it'll actually go in and create a real form so then we can later on do whatever we need to. So notice how it's already using accounts and fake phone numbers and everything else, and it's doing a QA test. So again, it is going through the testing process as we speak. So see now what it's doing, it's going to sites, it's going to forms, and it's going to build out its own form, knowing that the form that it built was in code and it won't work. So see, I don't know if you can, my hands are here, and it's automatically going in there and creating a form on its own. So we're going to let this run a little bit so you guys can see it. So this is pretty cool. It's actually going in, and if you look on the right-hand side, it's creating a what needs fixing, because again, this is home services. It renamed the form up on top, and on top of that, it's going in there and it's writing to select the service, and it's selecting the different service of what's there. So I thought that that was pretty cool the way it did that. See, it's adding the form it just created, it's selecting the form, and then it's adding it to the actual website. Now, I want to make sure you understand how complex this is. It's not only coming in here and creating all of this, it's adding the different components needed based again on instructions to come in here and then have a fully viable working website with the form. And then eventually it's going to build the automations in order for this to work. And see, and now it created it. It went into the AI funnel builder. It's using the build on the left-hand side. And now it's in here that whenever somebody fills out a form, it will automatically create the separate pieces of the automations. Now, I didn't want to show you the whole thing because this is taking a little bit of a time, right? It took about like 30 minutes altogether for it to do all of this. So what it will do now is it's going to go in there. Now, if you see the prompt that it used, this is the prompt that it used in order to do that. When a contact submits new knows home services, book a call form, send the contact information, blah, blah, blah. And then it just kind of goes through and everything else that it has in here. Now, it now will validate that each thing in here makes sense, and it's going to build out the entire automation based on what it is. But again, full end to end, you got to really think about what's going on. And again, you'll have this skill set. I'll make sure to include the Google Doc where you can go in and you can grab it. But you see it moving on its own. You see it kind of clicking through and kind of alerting that. Imagine doing this for any kind of test that you want that you honestly don't want to do it. I've used this to help me fill out forms for things like certifications, booking on podcasts. I mean, literally, it's completely endless in what you can do with this browser control. And if you give a little bit of instructions and you go back and you keep iterating and like telling it like, again, what you liked about the site, what you didn't, you can really develop a pretty infinite like amount of skills that allow you to do this with different applications for whatever the MCPs or anything else, in that place doesn't fit. So hopefully you're getting a little bit of out of this. We'll see the whole finalized product in a second. I just wanted to make sure I keep pausing and showing you what it's doing at different points in time and how it's navigating all on its own. I have yet to touch this computer whatsoever. I'm actually doing other work while it's doing this. So it did everything. It basically executed the entire workflow. I actually got an email letting me know that I have a new lead. And again, you can see everything that it did right through here as we go through. So it worked out incredibly well. This is the website it actually created. So if I go to sites, I go to our most recent one here, and I go to No Home Services. I mean, not bad. And it tested it on mobile too. So it also did some mobile optimization in there. I mean, it could have done this a little bit better, but overall, not bad. Look at this. Pretty darn cool, right? It installed the form. It created 2 different drop-down menus, and it validated that all the form was working correctly and everything else. Again, pretty awesome that did this automatically through browser control and me using and leveraging in there. Now, again, what I would do differently is I would just go back in there and update the skill set to ensure that the skill set is delivering. Now, again, for any basic connection that you have, that is a tool that either 1, doesn't have a connection, or 2, needs to actually, have other different features that the connection doesn't allow you to use, you now have a different option where you can train AI to go in there and do this. Now, the funny thing about this is that Claude Code is one of the AIs, but I believe you can also do this with Google and also ChatGPT. It will take over the browser and do the same exact things. So I thought this was pretty cool. A lot of people might not know about it, but this does open up a lot of other tools for you to leverage and use inside of your scheduled tasks, just by leveraging the browser control and giving it a skill to go in there and do the things that it needs to do, and then just updating the skill going forward. So hopefully this is informative, and we'll see you in the next one.